Welcome to tonight's live coverage of the race that everyone has been talking about. The 2021 Urology Mayoral race comes to a conclusion, and we'll be bringing you real-time results, calling the winner tonight on this program. With the latest polls showing the two candidates in a dead heat, it could go either way, but one thing is certain, you don't want to miss this historic conclusion live on UNN, Urology News Network. For months, we've seen debates, ads, and frankly more genitalia than anyone could want, bringing us to this point. Incumbent Mayor Dan Pitts, who once held a 9-point lead, is now even in the polls with newcomer Randy White. Tonight, while we wait, we'll take a look into the historic tenure of Mayor Pitts. How did this once starving artist by the name of Dirtwood undergo a meteoric rise to become first Czar of Education of Urology and then the mayor? When did his legacy, once the epitome of regality, become marred with allegations of corruptions, deepfake, and dick jokes? Tonight.
Urology News Network will return after this.
One night, I called Mayor Pitts and I said, my genitals is hurting real bad. He said, okay. Then I said, my genitals have been hurting for months. I better figure out what to do about this. He said, okay. Then I said, what should I do about my genitals? He said, why don't you call our office in the morning? That's when I knew I was voting for Mayor Pitts.
The story of Mayor Dan Pitts may not seem like a typical tale. Once an artist by the name of Dirtwood, he had essentially no fans and no album sales. In fact, he was best known for his song, We All Have Dirty Wood, which later became a popular meme among millennials. Following a failed musical career, he had a brief off-Broadway stint as Thor Dan, which ended tragically when he was sued by the Marvel series for all his remaining book money. So, how did this once sad and desperate man turn it all around? The comeback story began when he was given a shot at education czar by the Murray administration, previously known for a lackadaisical attitude towards all things not water sports. Pitts quickly became a superstar. His first successful mayoral campaign came when he defeated the heavily favored and experienced urologist Adam Ludvigsen. Originally trailing heavily in the polls, Pitts gained rapid ground after a viral video showing Ludvigsen claiming Tom Brady was the greatest quarterback of all time. Also, voters learned Ludvigsen was a socialist. Under Pitts, urology blossomed, sepsis rates went down, erections went up, and satisfaction for all partners was high. Our camera crew went out to the election battleground to see what voters think of Mayor Pitts.
I always liked Dan. We went to kindergarten together. And I knew he liked me too because he used to chase me around and pull my stocking cap off and then shove my face in a snowbank. And that's how I knew he liked me.
Following a successful first term as incumbent, he went on to defeat challenger Chris Stockdale in the following election. Based on the landslide victory, historians have suggested that this race should be considered as running unopposed. Much of the result is attributed to Stockdale's controversial platform. They don't know what they want, I know what they want. It was during the second term that stone rates hit historical lows. Additionally, thanks to a strong urology first, interdepartmental stance, the majority of foreigners patients went to the general surgery service. Pitt's approval rating was at an all-time high. It is not hard to see how this former underdog became one of the most recognized and loved names in urology. Back to you, Josh.
Let's also not forget how Mayor Pitts led urology out of an economic crisis. When the Nilver dollar mysteriously disappeared from the market, new currencies threatened to create unstable levels of inflation. The Pitts administration quickly adapted to the situation and stabilized the Urology Federal Reserve by changing the primary currency to the now standard Pitbuck. With so many achievements under his belt, some have questioned whether he's untouchable. However, there is a darker side to the story that has come to light this year. More on that when we return after these messages.
Hi, I'm Randy White and I approve this message. For years, Mayor Pitts has been telling you that stents are painful. that most urologic procedures don't require narcotics. That you're gonna have to shove that tube up there 4 times a day if you don't want your kidneys to fail. Well, not anymore. There's a better way. My way. My platform will work to stop stent pain, bring back fistfuls of narcotics for everyone, and yes, let you choose when to catheterize. You see, I believe you do know what is best. Why listen to some doctor? That's why I know you'll vote for me, Randy, because it's about time.
Don't you wish there was a better way? Now there is! Now there's Steven!
Thanks, Steven!
How in the world have they not sold all of those things? That model has to be 4 years old by now.
We're back.
What's that?
We're live.
Oh, sorry about that. Anyways, currently live trackers show the race to be neck and neck, with Pitts holding a 2-point advantage, but that is with most votes from regions with private groups where 60% of urologists are expected to be retired within the year. The more academic hospitals are still tallying their votes, and Randy is anticipated to make up some ground there. Many precincts reporting a surprising number of write-in and third-party votes. How exactly that will impact tonight's outcome remains to be seen, but you can be sure we will keep our eyes on it. Earlier tonight, we teased a darker, troubling side of the Pitts story. Here with the scoop is UNN reporter Mitchell Wien.
Nepotism, deep fakes, mob involvement. The big story this year has been, do we know who Mayor Pitts really is? While both have denied the allegations, pictures showing remarkable similarities between Mayor Pitts and urology founder Dr. Moritz Hansen have led many to question whether there are closer ties between the two than previously acknowledged. Further questioning the legitimacy of prior Pitts campaigns, new software has revealed that the viral Ludvigsen video may have actually been a deep fake of Mayor Pitts himself, pretending to be Dr. Ludvigsen. We sat down with Dr. Ludvigsen to discuss more.
Alright, it is amazing to me that anyone could have ever thought that was me. I would never say Tom Brady is the greatest. I mean, look at this clip of me.
Zardoz!
You can clearly see that's me, and then compare it to this garbage.
Tom Brady is the greatest of all time.
One of the most egregious errors is that I don't even own a cat.
So you're not a socialist?
I am not a socialist. I may be a lot of things. I may be a procrastinator. I may be a bad scheduler. I might be slow to respond to emails. I might be a socialist, but I am not a Tom Brady fan.
These claims led us to consider, were there perhaps similar shady dealings in the Stockdale campaign?
I mean, look, Dan's, he's a great guy, you know, but there's just no way. When you look at that election, I mean, you really look into it and dive in, there's just no way that was legitimate.
So was your campaign also sabotaged by fakes? The slogan, "They don't know what they want, I know what they want." Was that not meant to be part of your platform?
Oh, that? No. That's 100% accurate. Just a big bag of idiots.
Worse still for the Pitts campaign has been leaked footage showing Mayor Pitts diving into what appears to be a large collection of Nilver dollars. Is it possible that the financial crisis was engineered by Pitts himself? That's what many of us are starting to question. How many? We'll find out with the results of the election tonight.
I'm Mayor Pitts, and I approve this message.
One night, I had a terrible pain in my stomach. It was burning all up inside. I knew I had a UTI. I called Randy and I said, "Help me. I just know I have a UTI and I need some antibiotics." She said, "Well, it sounds like you're in a lot of pain, but are you having any other symptoms?" I was. I had a temperature of 103. She said, "I'm pretty worried about you. I think you need to go to the hospital." I didn't like her tone, and she wouldn't give me antibiotics.
So did you have a UTI?
No! They said I had a ruptured appendix and I I almost died. Well, I think that Randy is a real b****.
The last several weeks, you've seen the Pitts campaign spreading lies and disinformation about me and my campaign. You may remember this.
I almost died because of Randy.
Or this.
Randy wants to take away my Viagra. What am I supposed to do on Tuesdays without my damn Viagra?
Even this.
The Death Stone will be obstructing in 15 minutes.
Is that the stone?
But the Death Stone happened on Mayor Pitt's watch. And even if he is reelected, it's going to happen again. It's time for a change. Together, we can make urology better for everyone. Vote for me, Randy, because it's about time there wasn't a dick in charge.
Well, folks, here it is. UNN is now confident that we can safely call this election. First, the surprising results. Area hospitals have identified that the majority of third-party votes are write-in votes for that old guy from the commercials, also known as Mr. Boyven. Taking an incredible 15% of the vote, Boyven has allowed Mayor Pitts to safely prolong his legacy and remain the official mayor of urology. Our crews are taking you now live to the Pitts Election Night watch party, where it appears the celebration has begun.